I am back with another video, and this time it's my Ollie slash antique store shopping. As you can see, I didn't get much. Carol and I finally got out. She had asked me a few weeks ago, and we were discussing going, and then we were supposed to go out. I want to say it was last week or the week before, but Chuck is still recovering from his surgery. He finally got out of the hospital, so he's still recovering. And she was kind of worried about that. And then when last week, I believe it was, like I said, I think we were supposed to go out. He ended up getting sick and had to go to the hospital, but he's doing better. They said it's gone away. And so she was like, I'm not sure about leaving him, and I agreed with her. And so we finally got to go out this week. He's doing better. She's still worried about him and checked in on him. And so I was like, okay. Of course, this is like one of them weeks where I paid the electric bill early. I was trying to debate on paying the electric bill now or waiting until closer to time. I was like, I got the money now. I can pay it now. Will I have enough money, towards, like next week or the week before we, more money comes in, because it's like, there ain't, there may not be enough money in the bank account until it's time for, payday stuff again. And so I was like, do I pay it now? Do I wait? I didn't want to do a make a payment plan. I didn't want to do a deposit thingy. I didn't want to have to say, I think I'll be able to pay it on this day and then worry about not being able to pay it. So I went ahead and just paid it. And then I figured out the next two bills and I took those out already. And so I kind of had an idea of how much money I could spend at the grocery store. And I kept that under 200. I used a coupon on one item and I got like a real good deal on something. And so I was like, I kept it under just a few things I needed. And because my last couple of grocery shopping trips, I still have some stuff. And I was like, I'm going to use that. I don't need any food. I don't need anything. I just need, I think, like lettuce, milk, things like that. And so I was like, I'm not going to spend any more money than that. And then when she said, do you want to go? I was having this debate on whether or not to go. Just wait until next payday. And then I was like, no. I'm like, the only way I'm going to buy anything is if I absolutely have to have it. And it's hopefully cheap. And then I did really good walking around Ollie's. And I was like, I told myself I don't need anything unless I absolutely find something. And then I remembered I had some cash on me from like a few weeks ago that I had not spent yet, so I was able to spend a little bit of money. It was $17 that I had, so I was able to spend a little bit of money, and I was like, okay, when I finally remembered. And so the only time I spent any money today was before I left, and then when I got something to eat for lunch. So still doing good. So we are not worrying, we're not panicking, we're doing good on our resolution of not worrying. So, on to our Ollies. So, when I was in Ollie's with Carol, we were walking around. I didn't see anything I needed. And we get to the front. She's walking around looking at stuff. And all of a sudden, I see their Easter stuff. Because they've already got Easter candy and some of the Easter stuff out. And so I was like, ooh. So I walked over to check it out. This is a Disney, as you can see, Mickey, Minnie, and Friends pie pan. It's ceramic. It was $9.99 at the Christmas tree shops. It was $3.99. Oh, and it says their price $14.99. It looks like. I think it says $14.99 on there. Their price, our price $3.99, and then this says $9.99. So I don't know who had it first, Christmas tree shops or somebody else. But that's what it looked like. That was the only one they had. There was no other pie pan things. I wish there was, because I would have done more of a matchy. But that was the first thing I had seen. And then Baby Yoda little mini loaf pan. And it was $2.99. And their price was $9.99. And it looks like it came from Ross. So I thought that was just too cute. And then I have another little loaf pan. It says Happy Easter, Mickey, Minnie. I just love that logo. And it was the same price. and it looks like from the same place. I really wish, like I said, they had a pie pan that matched, because I would have either done this one, or like I told myself earlier, who am I kidding, I would have done a Baby Yoda pie pan one. But they had that pie pan, that was the only one they had, and then they had, like I said, these two. They also had a Snoopy one, I believe it was, and a Peanuts one, because Carol, I think, got both of those. And I can't remember if they had any more different ones of the little loaf pans. Because we were having this discussion, I told her, I said I thought these were for like putting like banana bread and things like that in there. She said something else, and I went looking, and you could put all kinds of little things, mini little things in these things. They also had like little spoons you stick on your stove to put, like, when you're cooking, you put your spoons and stuff, your cooking utensils on it, so it's not sitting on your stove or on your counter, or you're sitting it on a plate or something. I didn't get one of those. I thought about it, but I'd already picked out those three, and they had a placemat. Placemat? Was it a placemat? No, or it was either placemat or a rug. I think it was a rug, one of the mat rugs that you put down, and it was also in the Mickey and all of them. I'm not sure how many they had of the different varieties, but they kind of matched along with some of it. And so they are oven safe up to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. They're dishwasher safe. They cannot be put in the microwave oven. Allowed to cool to room temperature before adding liquid or cleaning. Do not place hot stoneware on a cold surface, because it might break, and handle with care, because they are ceramic. And of course, as you saw on the bottom, that is some tiny freaking print. I had to use my phone with the flashlight on just to read them, because that's some tiny freaking print. So then we went to the antique store, and I got, oh yeah, and Carol bought these for me before I moved on to the antique store. She bought those for me because I didn't have the coupon with me. So she did the coupon, and I just gave her the money for it. And then we went to the antique store, and there was a Avon perfume bottle, $1.99 plastic container. Apparently the guy had a whole bunch of Avon perfume bottles he had brought in, and they were like it's everywhere in the store, different prices. And then I found the plastic container, and so I was like $1.99. So I started out with her for $1.99. Avon Small World Cologne Mist. So I went up there and I paid for her for $1.99. I gave him, I think I gave it was like $2.15, $2.10. I forget how much it was, but I gave it to them. And so then I turned around and I went back to the back. I told her I'd be right back with another one, and I paid the same amount. And this one is the Snoopy one. And then I went back once again, and I actually, when I grabbed this one, I grabbed this little container, and I wanted to know if it counted, because she was telling this new girl she was training that sometimes things get mixed up and get moved around, and so sometimes it's not $1.99. And so I asked her, I said, is it $1.99, just to make sure? And she said it was. This one is Avon's Rich Moisture Cream, and there is some stuff still in there. But I asked her, and she said, yep, it was $1.99, that it was for a change $1.99 since it was in there. So I got those, all three of those for like I said, it was $2.10, $2.15, $2.09, I can't remember. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. And then Carol bought me these. I can't remember if that was, I think this was the second antique store. She loves these little tissues because you can put them in your purse. And so she had bought, she grabbed a bunch of them, and as you see, it's got little scriptures on there. So I thought that was cute. And then she bought me this Avon perfume little boy for $1. Avon 18th Century Classic figurine. I have the little girl one. If you see my Avon perfume bottle collection stuff and my Avon perfume bottles, I have the little girl that matches the little boy. I had seen where there was a little boy, and I saw, I think there was like supposed to be like two more, but I've never actually seen anybody with the other two, just the little girl and just the little boy. So now he's got his. So now she's got her brother, and he's got his sister. I'll probably clean it up a little bit more to make sure he's all clean and that kind of thing. So that was $1. So I don't know how much the little tissues were that she picked up. But when I saw that was $1, because I came across another one that was like $45, I was like, So we saw that dollar, and Carol was like, I'll buy it for you. Because she's like, you got to get it, it's $1. And I'm like, I'm tapped out, I've already spent all my money. And she was like, I'll buy it. And then we saw perfume bottles. I was looking at some perfume bottles. And the first one I saw was cute. And then this one was the second one. And there was a third one I couldn't reach because it was too high up. But as you can see, it's a bow one. And so Carol bought this for me. We got out to the car and she just had it in the little paper and she handed it to me, and I was like, you didn't have to buy me anything. She goes, oh, I know. And I opened it as soon as I saw the edges of it, and I'm like, it's the bow one. So I was super excited about this bow one. It's so cute, as you can see. I forget how much this one was, but they had like, they weren't real expensive because Carol was like, that's not a really bad price. And then she'd asked me about there was like an angel up there and that kind of thing, and I'm like, so we were discussing the angels up there and the perfume bottles, and I couldn't reach the ones, so these were what I got. So like I said, these three came from Carol. That was $1. I don't know how much that was. I can't remember how much this was. Each one of these were like $2 and like I said, anywhere from $2.09 to $2.15 for all three of those. And then these ones, $3.99 and $2.99 for both of these. And so I tapped myself out, and now I just have change. So this is my, oh, and then we went to the Mexican restaurant. We've been to a few times. We got something to eat, brought something home for everybody, and this was our day. We're hoping to get out again in the future and go places, because we've talked about, she says she's going to go to Costco here pretty soon. I think at the beginning of next month, so she told me if I wanted to go to let her know, and I could get to go to Costco, because we were talking about going to Dollar Tree and Dollar General and going back to the antique stores one of these days soon, and then Costco, and we were talking about going to like Aldi's and Trader Joe again, and so who knows if we'll get to those places, but that's in the future. And then I told her about the Wendy's orange dreamsicle rumors, and she's just as excited. She was like, now this is March. I said, yeah, it's still a rumor, but I was like super excited for us. I think I was more excited about it than I was the pumpkin spice, and I didn't think that was possible. So she can't wait, and she's super excited. She's hoping the rumors are true too. So this is my Ollie / 2 antique stores, what I did today. Thank you for watching. Bye. Don't forget, Ollie's has got their Easter stuff out. They had Easter candy and these little Easter things. Thank you for watching.